Welcome back to Disneyland. Professor Toybox here along with Baloo, and today we're going to continue with the Main Street USA build by constructing the town square. I just love Baloo. I love how he dances, and he's such a fun character. Okay, before we get started on Main Street, I am going to put in these flags that I forgot to put in last time. We're going to add one there. And I'm going to add one over here, like that. And then now we have our two flags in there for the front. Forgot to put those in last time, so sorry about that. But today we're going to begin building back here, which is all empty right now. And this should be the town square. And so as we get started here, I'm going to come into the editor. We're going to come up to the racetrack pieces, and I'm going to begin with this very short racetrack piece, and I'm going to line it up with this stairway right there. And we'll set the theme on this, and I'm going to set this to be the Pirates theme. Right here, I'll set that to be my theme for all of the pieces. And we'll exit out of Spark mode. I'm going to put down two of those. And then I'm going to scroll over to the right. And I'm looking for this short racetrack curve. We'll put this here like this. Flip it around and put another one there. And I want to leave enough room for two racetrack pieces over there. And so we'll come back up here and grab one of those, and I'm going to move it and then place it again, and that just puts me in that part of the drawer a little faster so I don't have to scroll quite so much. We're going to put one in there and one in there. And the same thing on the other side. And then we'll go ahead and move these over. And this will be the road that goes around the town square. And there we go. And that determines the spacing for everything in the town square. So that's why I put that in first. And I think we'll start over on this end. And the first thing we're going to need, there's a building that needs to go here on the main floor. And that's this Main Street Station Block 2. And I'm going to line this up with the back corner of that block, just like that. And now all of the rest of the blocks are going to go in here to the right. And I need to build a base here that will basically be like a retaining wall that the other buildings that are here are going to sit on top of. And so we're going to come back down to the terrain drawer. And I'm going to start with this thin and tiny terrain block. And I'm going to line it up so that the front of this is lined up kind of with the entrance of that tunnel. And we're going to slide this over and put it right next to the building, just like that. And then for spacing purposes, I'm going to go ahead and drop another one in here. It's not going to stay there, but that tells me where I need to put this one. So now I can come over and delete that. And then we're going to come up to, let's see, we're going to come over and grab the next size larger. And I want to put this so that it's one block off the back of the edge of that, so just like this. So from the front edge of that block to the front edge of this block is about 2 blocks. And now we'll come over to the blocks drawer, and I'm going to grab this long block, and we're going to sit this in the midpoint about like that. And I thought I had textured this ahead of time, but I forgot, so sorry about that. But fortunately we don't have to go too far. I need the dungeon theme, so I'll set that to be my theme. It's the same piece I'm using, the same style I'm using for these pieces over here. So now we have that. And then we'll go to the left and pick up the stairs. And we're going to put down some stairs here, here, and here. And another stairway off over here, and this is why it had to sit back 2 blocks. And another one there. And then we'll do the large floor. I want to turn this so the texture is facing this way. And I'm going to put 2 of those here, and 1 on top of each of these blocks, just like that. So that's the base now for the buildings that are going to sit back here. And then we'll come back up to Building Sets Group 3. And I'm going to go ahead and put these buildings in here. And you can pretty much just watch what I'm doing. I don't think I need to narrate this. So I'll take this opportunity to talk about Disney Infinity. I've been seeing more and more people coming back to Disney Infinity. There are even some new toy box builders that are producing videos of their creations. And of course we can't share toy boxes on most of the consoles without the Disney Infinity servers that don't exist anymore. But it's fun to watch other people's toy box creations in action and even try to build them myself. And I thought because I recently crossed the 1,000 subscriber threshold, I figure a lot of you are probably looking for more toy box ideas than I can churn out. So I thought I would give some of my favorite new toy box builders a shout out and encourage you to check these guys out for yourself. You can look under the Channels tab on my channel to find links to these guys. One of my newest favorites is Papa H. The videos he's posted of his toy boxes are amazing. His X-Men toy box is a masterpiece. He's been building Chinook helicopters, spaceships from Galaxy's Edge, and so much more, and I love his wacky sense of humor. Oh, and by the way, he provided me with an MP3 of his impression of the Cave of Wonders that I'm including in my Agrabah Desert playthrough video on Monday, so you don't want to miss that. Another one of my favorites is Mighty 287, MITY 287. His Mulan toy box is just gorgeous, and he's currently working on a series of Star Wars toy boxes. The first video he posted of that was pretty good. I really enjoyed that. Coming Clean Gaming is another one. He built a Demolition Derby toy box that looks like a lot of fun. His tutorials are much faster paced than mine, so if you're looking for shorter videos that are packed full of ideas, his channel is a good one to follow. And of course there's the legendary 72 Pringle. He's back building toy boxes again. He recently built an exciting toy box based on The Mandalorian, and I love that. And he's currently working on a Vandor train heist toy box based on the Star Wars Solo standalone movie. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where he takes that. So anyway, if you're looking for more Disney Infinity videos, you should definitely check these guys out. And then we'll put some finishing balconies on the front of this. There we go. So there's that side of the street. That's looking pretty good. Now for the other side, I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to pick up this block. And while I'm thinking of it, I need to plug a hole back over here because there's a seam right now in that little corner that's kind of visible, so I want to plug that. And then we're going to come back over here and add in a couple of blocks. I'm going to put these right here like that. And let me grab my screenshot so I make sure I've got the right. Actually, that needs to go a half a block further back, like that. And I'm being a little bit picky, but I want to make sure this turns out the same way twice. And back over to the left. And this one has a bunch of windows on every side. This one's got a flat side, so that's the one I'm looking for. We'll put that in there just like that. And now the rest of these, we're going to line these up. And again, I'm going to line them up so that the front edge of the buildings are lined up with the edge of that tunnel. So this one's going to go right here. We're going to use this one next to it. So like that. And actually, looks like that's too far forward. I think I need to line up. Yeah, I need to line this up with that seam, not the front edge of that tunnel. Because that gives us a little bit of a sidewalk over here. So that's why I needed to do that. Okay, and then we'll put down another one of those buildings right next to him. And I've got a building in here that I can't quite see. I don't think I got a good shot of that building on my screenshot. Sorry about that. I'm looking at my screen grab here. I think it's this one. So I'm going to set this back a little bit like that. I think that's the right one. If not, I'll fix it next week. The next building will sit right here like that. And then we're going to put another one of these. Or was it this one? Nope, it was this one. Put that right there like that. And then once again, we'll add some balconies here for some decoration. So this one is going to go in front of that building. And then there's an awning. Not seeing it there. Oh, this has got to go up here like this. And then there's this red shed roof that's going to sit in here just like that. And that will actually stick out a little ways. And there we go. There's that side of the street. That's starting to look pretty good. Okay, now we'll work on the town square in the middle of it here. And to start with, we're going to come down to the plants drawer. And we're going to scroll to the right and pick up this Fantasy Terrain Corner 1. And I might have to move these around just a little bit to kind of get them about where I want them. But I think that's about right there. And then over on this side, and I'll style these in a minute. I just want to make sure I got the placement of these right first. And then the Fantasy Terrain Corners 4, yeah, these will probably I'll have to style those before I can put that in. Let's go up to decorations now. And we're going to put in some sidewalks, and yeah, that's the right spacing, I believe. Just double checking. Yeah. And I think let's go ahead and style this because I might have to move this over. So for this, we're going to use the corner with street lamp style. I'm going to set that to be my theme. And yeah, I need to move that over. So that needs to move over about like that, so that the diagonal edge in the lower left is in line with the street. So this one will need to move over about that same distance, and the same for these other ones. There we go, and then we'll go ahead and set the theme on all of these. And you'll notice that kind of fixes the inside edge of that. And that will allow us to place the trees in here that we need. So then we'll come back over to Fantasy Terrain 4. And yeah, now this will sit right in here. I'm going to rotate these so that they're not facing the same way. And these don't matter because this is going to be two different textures over here. So just like that. And then back to the decorations drawer. We're going to add in some sidewalk pieces. 2 of them. And then this square piece right here. And I'll flip that around and put another one on this side. And we'll add a curved sidewalk to kind of close a little loop here. And actually this piece is backwards. I want that finished edge on that side. So just like that. And then we're going to need a flagpole, and you'll find that up under Building Sets Group 2. And I want the flag to be facing the same way as all the other flags, so it's consistent. So that goes there. And then we can come style these trees. So this one is going to be this park tree, and I'll apply that. And this one is going to be the same. And these 2 over here will be the Mickey's Farmer Mickey terrain. Like that. And there's our town square. So that's looking pretty good. And some additional finishing touches. We need some more trees around here. So let's come over to the plants drawer. And I'm going to put down, let's see, grab the right screen grab here. I want to make sure, yeah, this will be right on the edge of the road. And put one over here in the same spot. And I'll turn that so it's not quite so repetitive. And then on this side, we're going to put another one over here. And another one down here. I'll pull that one out a little bit and put it right there. And let's see, I think, yeah, that's good. So for all of these, I'm going to set these to be the Farmer Mickey terrain also. And if you don't like that, you can set it to be the park tree or whatever tree you want. Okay. And then let's go back up to Building Sets Group 3 and add a few finishing touches. And then we'll wrap this up. So I'm going to put down a churro cart over here. Right about like that. And we're going to put down some of these lamps. I'm going to place one up here and one over there. And then we're also going to put down one over here, like that. And we need some of the Disneyland trash cans around, just for decoration. So we'll put this one, let's see, let's flip this around. I think that'll look better. So we'll put that there. I'm going to put another one right over here, like that. And one straight across next to this tree, like that. And let's see, where are we? There should be some here in the square, so probably one right here next to the churro cart would be a good idea. And I also had one over on this side. And you don't need to go crazy with these, but you need a few because they're all over the park. And that's looking pretty good. One more little thing I'd like to do. I'm going to come down to the plants drawer and we're going to put these flowers right in here, I think. And there's a bunch of them you can use. Let's use this one. I kind of like that one. You could use this one or any of these really. But I like that one. It adds a nice little finishing touch. And there we go. Now we've got the town square for Disneyland with the fire station and City Hall. Train station's kind of finished off. And we've got the that side of the street. Oh, I just noticed though, there's some trees missing on the train station up here. So let's go ahead and put those in. And I think, let me go grab my screenshot here for the train station. I want to make sure I get this right. I've got a lot of screenshots here for Aladdin, and here we go. All right, so this one's going to sit over here in this corner. I'm going to put one like that. I'm going to put one on the opposite side, like that. And I think that'll work. Let me go ahead and style it and see what happens. Yeah, that's right. So we'll do that, and it overlaps that building, but that's okay. Do the same thing with that one. There we go. Okay. That's starting to look pretty good. I like this. And I know in my Disneyland toy box I had some trees behind those buildings, but I'll fill those in later. That's it for the town square. Next week we'll build Main Street itself. Until then, I want to thank you for watching, and thank you to everyone who took the time to like or comment on my first Disneyland video. It takes a lot of work to have 3 different series of videos running on my channel, so I'm glad to hear you're enjoying this new series. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel or sign up on my blog if you haven't already done that, so you won't miss next week's episode. That's all for me today. Take care.